All right. Welcome into the training, everybody. All right, let's see who we have coming in. If you are new to Dubb, if you don't mind putting a one in the chat if you're new, and if you can put your industry as well, that'd be fantastic if you don't mind doing that. And then if you're returning, please put a two. If you've had Dubb for a while, you've been into the training, and you've had it, you kind of know your way around pretty good. But if you just started using Dubb recently and you're still kind of learning it, and you're still kind of new-ish, a one would be pretty awesome. Okay, cool. Let's see. Tim, thanks for popping that in there. John, Bruce. Okay, so Tim, one, Bruce, you're in real estate. John, mortgages. Tim, HVAC lead improvement company, using Go High Level. Cool. Yeah, we have an integration with Go High Level, so you can drop your Dubb videos in there, which is neat. Jeremy, returner in real estate. Okay, great. Let's see. Let me pop over to Tim first. I'd like to say hi to the new folks. Tim, if you want to unmute, you can feel free to say hi if you'd like to. If not, you can just say hi in the chat if you want. Totally up to you.
Hey there, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, good to meet you, Tim.
Good to meet you. I'm excited. I've been looking at this for quite a while and just haven't aligned schedules. So I get the concept. I'm just looking to figure out how I apply it to my business.
Well, I'll tell you with the HVAC stuff, do you have is it commercial, residential, all the above, or what?
Well, what I do is I reach out to HVAC companies that are struggling, and I
Mhm.
provide a marketing management solution to help them optimize what they're doing. So
Mhm.
we bring them in as a sub account to go high level, and then
Okay.
I have a platform where I do a lot of stuff, for them.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of orchestrating an AI lead generation profile path
Yeah.
for HVAC companies.
Okay. Cool. So you kind of set up their workflows for them and everything, kind of have a solution, kind of like a marketing
Yes,
plan.
sir.
It's
Yes,
automated.
sir.
Okay, neat. Well, you could do and we're going to talk about this in a little bit. We always talk about the hook, but like if I was an HVAC company, what would be that hook that would make me want to go in there? Like, am I struggling with getting my leads? Am I, refer? Like, in other words, when you lead with that hook and then
Yeah.
choose the visual, that could be something really cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of HVAC companies that are being assaulted right now by larger companies that are capital venture. They're coming in and buying small companies in an area and they're folding them in. So if I have a legacy HVAC company, been in my family for years,
Yeah.
I really haven't graduated to using AI or optimizing or figuring out how to go from yard signs and word of mouth into something more productive, then
Yeah.
you would want my company to
Yep.
come in, set up a system, a workflow,
Yep.
manage your meta accounts, and
Yep.
then we do a lot of stuff with AI videos to give you a better profile look in the market. And so there's a lot of companies just they know they need to get into AI
Mhm.
and they just don't know how. And so I try to provide that solution for them.
You could do the when you do the HVAC, you could do the HV and then have the AI and then the C, and
Oh
then
yeah,
you bold
yeah,
the AI, and then you could
yeah,
like make it simple, like a three-step process. Like, hey, HVAC company in this situation, do this, and do this, and you could like be in a bubble on a screen recording, and then
yeah.
you could say like something like that. So I would do like kind of the end game, like what's the whole, what's the end game for this? I got to learn this thing, but it's going to give me this in this current day and age, kind of like that
Right.
kind of thing.
Exactly. Yes, sir.
Yeah, cool. Well, good to meet you, Tim. Yeah, we're gonna run through the basics and these trainings, we always have them on Dubb support on YouTube within it's usually a couple hours, sometimes a little bit longer for busy, but it'll be on our YouTube support channel. And then when you're there, people usually go back to it later and they'll kind of see the parts they want to see.
Sure.
Cool. Well, if you have
Thank
any
you.
questions, drop them in the chat, Tim.
Will do. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. And then let's see, I saw Bruce. Hey, Bruce, I saw that you're in real estate. If you want to say hello, feel free to unmute if you want to say hi. You can.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, how are you, Bruce?
Oh, great. Yeah. Hey, yeah, I'm in real estate and I kind of picked out a niche that's a little different. I like to work with a lot of probate clients. So I help families that are going through this process actually do everything else a little bit more than just selling the house itself, but getting things prepared, like, helping them, coordinate an estate sale, get the property cleaned out, final cleaning, any repairs that need to be done, make sure all those things are taken care of so that the executor or personal representative isn't overwhelmed because they don't really realize what they're stepping into. And typically, they're only going to do this once in their lifetime. So
Yeah.
uh, they really don't know what they're getting into. So, I mean, I'm dealing with this all the time. And I've been getting some tough cases as well.
Yeah.
So I don't mind doing the hand holding for them. And it's really rewarding because I know it's a difficult time for them. Not only is the emotion that can
Yeah.
be high with the loss of a loved one, but just going through all this stuff is really difficult. And so I try to help them, try to ease that burden on them so that we can make it a smooth transaction and actually accelerate the process for them and get property sold quick so they can be more fully funded.
You could call it like maybe and you could, I'm going to talk about AI in a little bit with the hook stuff, but like almost like the holistic hand, you know, like or something like that. They kind of like you're really helping with the whole deal. And like you said, all those different things, but maybe a one catchphrase that works
Yeah,
for, yeah.
it's a concierge of services.
Yeah, yeah, but something, yeah, something along those lines where they have an immediate understanding kind of what it is, and then
Hmm.
just a visual that would correspond to that. Because a lot of the stuff with Dub, it's really getting that hook and then picking the visualization, which I'm going to show in a second, the different styles, like what would work best, and we're going to go through that. But I think it's a strong emotional part to what you're talking about, you know?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And in answer to Jeremy's question, I'm in Seattle, Washington.
Oh, nice. My best buddy used to. He grew up in Seattle. He lives in Phoenix now. Talk about a difference in weather.
We get a lot of snowbirds.
Yeah, I like West Seattle. I'm a big Pearl Jam guy, so I've been over to West Seattle a bunch, and
Uh-huh.
I did or did not drive by Eddie Vedder's house over there one time. So anyway,
Oh, okay.
yeah, if anybody's curious. Good to meet you, Bruce.
All right, sure thing.
Yeah, and let's see. I saw John Stevens. It looks like you're in mortgage. If you want to say hello, John, let me come over to you. I think you're still in here. There you are. Hey, John.
How's it going?
Good. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you. I'm in Scottsdale, Phoenix also.
Nice.
So
Okay. Yeah, you get this is the perfect time of year for you guys.
yeah, it's about 66 degrees outside right now.
Oh man, soon to be 110 or 111, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's the downside, but we don't have the cold winter, so
Yeah,
uh yeah, so some of my teammates have been using Dubb for a while, and I've kind of just decided I needed to get more video interaction with clients and prospective referral partners as well. So
great.
just signed up a couple days ago with Darius, and thought it'd be good to get some extra knowledge on how this works.
Sweet, that's perfect. Yeah, and if you meet with Darius again, his nickname is the Oracle. So if you call him the Oracle, it could be special. He knows everything about everything in terms of Dub, every corner of it. So it's pretty amazing. Cool. Well, good to
Yeah,
meet you, John. Thanks for coming in.
thank you.
All right, so let me do this. Let me share my screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk through the platform. I'm going to give some suggestions in terms of just different styles and what we're going to be looking at here. So let me share my screen and then we'll get moving here. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. All right, let me share here and here we go. Okay, so when you have a dub video and you record it and you send it out to someone, when they get it, it's going to be a 3 second repeating animated preview of what that video is. So right here, you can see me waving and pointing towards the phone. This is one style. Now, the first 3 seconds when you hit record, that repeating preview, you can change that inside of Dub if you want to. So if you wanted to change it to a different part of the video, you could slide the slider inside of the platform to a different visual part that you like better, or you could upload your own thumbnail. But you know, when you're making sales videos, you just want to be as efficient as you can. So just be ready when you're ready to go. The styles here I'm going to run through. So this one right here was recorded with the basic webcam right inside of Dub, and I got the Dub mobile app on my phone, and there's a little whiteboard feature where you can type. So this is a style that's very straightforward, whether it's one to one, one to many, the message is right there. Now, before you hit record to decide on a style, you got to come up with a hook. So that's really one of the most important parts of it, like I kind of mentioned in the beginning. So one way to do it is if you use ChatGPT or Grok or Gemini, or even if you use Dubb, right here at the top, chat with Otto. This is our little AI agent right in here, Otto. He can answer questions about Dubb, you know, anything related to strategy, all that good stuff. But you can type something like this into your AI where you want to ask, like for us, if I was doing this here, I'd say, I'm sending personalized videos to my prospects and need a hook that I want them to watch my video and take an action like booking a time in my calendar. Please give me 25 to 6 word hooks. My ideal client profile is sales leaders and business owners who want to increase their sales. I need a hook that will be related to how recording authentic videos will grow revenue. So within your industry, think about giving the AI that description, but then the key line is please give me 25 to 6 word hooks. And the reason we say 5 to 6 words is because when you look at this video here, it's about 30 something characters, I think, like 4 or 5 words in here. And you also want to have that same hook up here in the subject line, which we'll talk more about in a bit. But you really want to know your hook. So whether you're using the AI, like if I hit it here and I hit go on this one, it's going to give me them here. And a lot of the time, some of them are not going to be perfect. Turn prospects into meetings, ditch mass emails, send personal videos. But it gives you a starting point. That's a big thing with AI, where you can really give it a human pass, give some more direction notes to the AI to make it a little wittier, a little funnier, a little more impactful. And then you can use these in this kind of style here or the other styles I'm going to show you in a bit. So once you have that down, then you kind of know what the video is going to be about. Now, these initial videos that you send folks, I would make them 30, 40 seconds. I wouldn't go beyond that. Get in, get out, have that hook you're talking about, deliver that value, ask them that question, and then I'll show you some other cool stuff you can do. But this is all about the style now. You have your hook. This is a very straightforward style. From the webcam, you also can have a virtual background behind you, like this. So it can be a person's profile. If you're in real estate, you can put a property behind you, like this. And you also can hold up the whiteboard at the same time. So the whole idea of the virtual background is just to give context. So if it was a website, if it was an article you wanted to share, was a screenshot of an action someone took, property here. So whatever your industry is, what's the context that you're going to put behind you? Because you can just do that, or you can do the whiteboard, or you can do a combination of both, like I'm doing right now. So if I had that person's profile and wanted to combine things, I could have the person's profile there, and I could hold up the whiteboard with a question or statement. So it's really just a creative choice there, but context and hook, that's really what you want to have here. Now, another style that you can do is this one right here. This is a browser-based screen recorder called the Dubb Chrome extension that does anything website related. So it's within the browser. So if you want to share a website and you want to be on top of it like this in a bubble or a square, moving around, talking, pointing things out, this is a really nice way to do it. You would get this by Googling Dubb Chrome extension. It's a three-step process to pin it up here at the top in the browser. And when it's here and logged in, then you can use it. Now notice I have annotations pointing here. And even if I was in the bubble just waving and pointing, that's cool to do that. But why not take it an additional step by using that whiteboard and having that additional message? Like we know it's a market update, but there's been a big change. So whatever industry you're in, think about just that additional hook that we talked about, adding to what's being seen here. And then also we have another screen recorder called the Dubb desktop app. The desktop app's great because it's free of the browser. So it's like a little drone that flies over the top of everything. So we can go on top of videos, Canvas slides, documents, websites, whatever you want. And in this case here, you'll notice I'm cropped in closer on a website. You can do that with the desktop app. You can do cropping, all kinds of stuff. So when I show you both, you'll be able to see the difference. But screen recorders are great, especially when we want to give someone a visual representation of what you want them to see. And then the mobile app is really good. Mobile app, you can do virtual background behind you. You can do some text on screen like you see right here. You also can do the hook that we talked about. So you can put that hook, type it above your head, below, move it around, font size, color, whatever you want to do there. And then the mobile app also has picture in picture, which is really cool for property walkthroughs in real estate. So it uses both cameras on the phone, shows what's in front of you, and you're on the camera on the screen. If you're not in real estate, if you're at a live event, there's a lot of people around. Why not just record yourself talking about the event, send it to your contacts? If you meet someone there, you could say, "Hey, I'm gonna do a quick interview with you," and you do a quick little interview. They're right in front of you, and then you can share that with them, and you can share it on their socials. You also could pull up a website. So let's say you're sitting at your computer, you have the mobile app, you go to picture in picture, and then you just lean into someone's profile you pulled up online or whatever website you want to show, and it's a cool little creative way to share something that has you on there as well. If you're in person with someone, with a client, and you're like, let's just do a quick little testimonial. You could have them sit across from you, record them, and then you're in the corner asking them questions about their experience, and you can record that. So it's a cool little function here on the mobile app. Now, regardless of what style you're choosing, when people get these videos, when they click on them, it's all about the experience that they get now. So they land on this, what we call a preset. It's a preset landing page. So it's an instantly generated landing page. So when they land here, it's going to be your logo to the left, the initial video you've recorded, And then playlist videos are going to play right after this video seamlessly. They're going to run right into it. So the power of the playlist is obviously, more information, but it also enables you to record a video one time. You basically your pitch video about you and what you do, minute, minute and a half, and it will always play right after this initial video. Because remember, the initial videos, whether it's one to one or one to many, is about the challenge, value, thing you want them to focus on. Yours secondarily, because that will play right after it. And you'll kind of get their interest by the facts that you're laying out to them or the interest that you piqued in terms of the topic that you brought up. And then that will play right away. If you do have video testimonials, this is a really good spot to have them. If you don't have video testimonials or you want to get more, I'm going to show you a little button you can use in a second to get more. But once you consume the content up here, you have your call to action buttons below, your CTAs. What do you want someone to do once they've watched your videos? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Probably the number one button in sales. Do you want them to visit your website? Do you want them to download a document, a listing agreement, a contract, a guide? Do you want them to email you back? Do you want them to fill out a form? Do you want a link to an external form? Do you want them to check out a case study, leave a review? So there's a number of things that you can do down here for your calls to action. If you have multiples, go in order of left to right in terms of order of importance. Now, to get the video testimonials, this is a pretty convenient way that a lot of Dubb users have done over the years. It's with this button right here, reply with video. So if I send a video out and I have that button below it, I could say, hey, this is Rob. Listen, thanks so much for using the platform. We really appreciate it. It would mean the world to us if you could leave us a video testimonial. All you have to do is click the reply with video button below. You don't have to download anything, nothing complex. Just click that there, record it, send it back. And when they send the video back, you get a notification inside of Dubb that you have a video reply, and then you just make it part of your playlist. And that's how that would work right here. The last part of the page is your AI sales assistant off to the right called SIA. And sales, your sales interactive assistant. And we've had this for, I would say, almost a year and a half now, probably. And we've had good feedback from it. You don't have to have it on the page if you don't want to. It's just a little button inside of Dubb. But when people get here and they're like, you know what, I'm not sure if I want to book a time. I have questions in real time. They can come over here. You can create up to 20 FAQs. Three of them would show. You can ask the AI a question. And when the AI gives an answer, it wants to keep the momentum going by saying, "Hey, here's the answer. Are you ready to do that next thing, whatever you want, the person to do?" In my case, it's book a time in my calendar. To educate the AI inside of the Dubb platform, you would enter individual website pages. The AI would physically learn what's in text on those pages, and you also can upload a PDF as well. So you can do one or the other or both, and the AI will become educated on what you do and help you close some deals, which is pretty neat. And then these pages themselves, the preset landing pages, you want to have different preset landing pages for different segments of your audience. So if I was in real estate and worked with buyers, sellers, FISBOs, expireds, probate, like we talked about at the top, you would want to have different pages set up that speak to those different folks. Same thing with recruitment if you do employers and candidates, coaching and consulting, the different industries, mortgage, insurance, financial advice, all of those have different segments in terms of your messaging. And when you get on a paid plan with Dubb, our team meets you in Zoom and does an optimization setup. They'll help you set up the buttons, the pages, the AI stuff, all that ready to go. And these videos are all tracked. So if someone opens an email, it's tracked. Did they click on the link? Did they watch the video? If they did, what's the watch percentage? Did they interact with the AI? Did they click on any of the buttons below? All of that will give you that activity reporting you need to follow up in a really, really smart way because you know what they did. Now, in terms of recording these, how would we record these styles? So this one right here, the webcam, how would we do that? So inside of Dubb, we're going to go in here, and there's a little red camera icon that sits right up here at the top. When you select that here, it's going to open up your camera. Now, if you want to get the whiteboard that we looked at earlier, you're going to get the Dubb mobile app on your phone. And when you have the Dubb mobile app, it's right here, you're going to select this button right there. And when you select that, that's going to open up the area to type, just like this. And that's all I did before. So you type your hook, type it, and turn it, just like that. So you end up seeing the hook like this. And then if you want the virtual background behind you, what you would do is go below, select virtual background, and then you go down here and you select your photos. And then you come in here and you're going to upload any screenshots that you want. So these are properties, articles, websites, all that good stuff we talked about. And then you're going to have a little library of everything that you need. And then you just select the one that you want, and it's going to put it behind you, just like this. So now that you have the virtual background behind you, You just have a good light in front, whether it's a ring light or whether it's natural light. And you're good here. Keep your arms within your shoulders. You don't want to go out into the soup like this. You're okay right here. Now, you can do the combination of both like we talked about, right? You have this here and you have the background. Now, every dub recording option has a teleprompter. So if you want to use a teleprompter when you're recording, the first thing you need to have is you need to have a script saved into Dubb. So to save a script into Dubb, all you do is go to Dubb, and in the left navigation, right over here to the left, under Assets, you have Scripts. And when you select that, then you click the blue plus button, and then you just add a script in here. And then just make sure here you hit save and close. And then when you do that, you can access the script right up here at the top. So when you click in here, you can go right to new scripts if you want to do where we just were, go right back to that spot, scroll to find the script that you have, or you can type the title of the script, just like this. Now, speed wise, here it is right here, up or down. Play button. See if you like the speed. Back the text off or zoom it in. And when you're using a teleprompter, give it a read through so the words don't surprise you. Physically, I'd be about arm's length away, let the words flow up into your eye line. There's a little edit button right here if you want to change anything, because sometimes when you write it, it sounds different than when you actually read it out loud. So I'm going to hit record here and let's put all this together. Here we go. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And I can hit the pause button, stop the recording, click it again to resume. If I want to delete the video, it's the red X. It'll always ask you, are you sure? And if you want to save this into the Dubb platform, check mark, and it'll save it into Dubb. And if you want to close the teleprompter, just tap it. So this is one of the most straightforward ways you can do this right from your webcam. I'm going to hit the check mark now, and it's going to save this into the Dubb platform. Anytime you save a video into Dubb, it's always going to take you to the video edit page inside the platform. So when you land inside the video edit page, you're going to have the ability to edit the title up here at the top internally, the name of the video. Just when you do it, make sure you hit the check mark. Over here to the right, you have a little preview button so you can see what this video looks like on a preset landing page. So when you select the button to the right, opens up another tab. Great. Here's everything that I wanted. Perfect. And then you can go right back over here. If you want to change the background to a different preset landing page, you can do that right from here. So there's a drop down here. Notice the check mark says Rob's preset. That's my default preset. So anytime I record a video, that background with those buttons and those videos and that AI will always be there, unless I change it to a different one that I already have created. So if I select another one, it will change everything about that background. Every Dubb video also has a QR code right over here to the right. So when you select this here, if you're in real estate, you're doing an open house, put that right on the counter. Someone can scan it. It says, hey, thanks for coming to the open house. By the way, you can click below for similar properties. If you're doing physical mail marking in real estate or any other industry, and you're doing door hanger stuff or mail stuff, make a fun video. Maybe have some like mail stuff in front of your face and go like this. Say, hey, thanks for pulling me out of your mail stack, or just something fun like that. If you're at live events, have a pre-recorded video already made. So when you meet someone, they could scan your QR code and it says, hey, it was great meeting you at the event. And if you actually have a booth there, definitely have a QR code as well. And also YouTube channel. So if you want to upload this directly to YouTube, you can do that. Every Dubb video has an MP4 version that you can download. So whatever you record, you always have the MP4 that you can download if you need it. Download here, you have analytics. I said download down here. We have Kyra called our AI video coach here. Kyra, if you click generate, is going to give you feedback on your videos. So when you record something, if you immediately want some feedback, it'll give you delivery analysis, content, and visuals right away. Over here to the right, you have activity, which I mentioned before. You can really drill down on what you want to drill down on to give you the information you need so you follow up in a really good way. There's also a details tab. So when you select this here, it's going to remind you, remember, these are the buttons below your video. This is the sales assistant on your page. And these are the playlist videos that are going to play after the initial video you created. You can add or delete them right here. Now, if you already sent this video to someone, you already sent it out, but you forgot to add a button or a video, you still can do that. And it will retroactively refresh on the other side. You also have an editing tab. So when you're in here, you can play the video. Hi, this is Rob. You can drag your timeline like this. So let's say I want to cut a part out here. Here's my first part I want to cut right here. I'm going to select the scissor icon. It just split it in two. I'm going to drag it or play it to my second cut point. Let's just say it's right there. Scissors. Now you have three pieces. Whatever's highlighted in orange, just click the trash can and it's gone. And if you want to bring them back, undo, 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 and then just click the save button down the bottom. The design tab right here is what I mentioned in the beginning. So when you record a dub video, the first 3 seconds is going to be that repeated animated preview, but you can change it in here by dragging it to a different part that you like better visually, and then just click generate thumbnail, or you can upload your own. So we recorded a video, we got it on a nice preset landing page, and now we're going to do a simple send. So to send, just open up a compose, and for best practice, just make sure that you have the word video in the subject line. It is the very first thing they read, and then have your hook that we talked about, a little bit of text in here, and then you're going to drop the video in. You can drop the video in a couple ways in here. First way is going to be from directly inside the platform when you come in here, and we have that video pulled up. There's a big blue share and send button right next to the video. So when you select that, you can put the email in here to get that tracking. Add a little personalization text, whatever you want to type. This is going to be a little banner at the top of the video. You don't have to do this, but you can. And then click copy for email, and then come back over here, and it's a copy and paste, just like this. Now, another way to add it in is a shortcut. So if you have Gmail or Outlook 365, there's a little Dubb button that you're going to see because of the shortcut. So in Gmail, it's right here. In Outlook 365, I think it's off to the right in add-ins. But when you have the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder, like you see up here in the browser, when you have that pinned and logged in, this little button is going to show up. So when you select this button, opens up the Chrome extension, which we're going to look at in a second. I could record a video right here. I'm going to turn my camera off. And you can scroll through your video library till you find the video that you want. So there's my video there. I could select advanced options, put the email in like we did before, put the personalization text if you want to, and then all you do is just pop it in, and there it is, just like that. So you get two ways to drop it in. Now, the next way we're going to look at how to record is the Chrome extension screen recorder that we mentioned in the beginning, browser-based. Any website that you want to be on top of like this. We're going to use LinkedIn as an example. So let's just say I want to reach out to Ruben. I'm going to get the Dubb Chrome extension, click it here at the top, and when I click it here, it's going to put me physically on the page. So whatever website you're on top of, think about the size of your webcam, which you can drag on the side like this. I wouldn't go too big because you don't want to cover too much stuff, maybe like right in here. Think about the shape. Aesthetically, how does it fit the page? Is it more of an angular site? What is it? In this case, they use circles. I'm going to stay in a circle. And think about your placement. I'm going to put myself right up next to Ruben right here. Also, you can zoom yourself in. You can back yourself up if you want to. You can move yourself around inside the bubble. You can jump to full screen, go back to the page. You have an annotation tool right over here that you can use to point things out. You can turn your camera off and just do an audio walkthrough. You can use the headshot. If you have a headshot, you can use that. And if you are live, you can do a virtual background behind you right inside here if you want to do that. You also have a teleprompter. So this one's a little bit different than the one before. So this one here, you can move it around. You can manipulate the sides. And when you click in here, just find the right, script you want. There it is. Control the speed up or down. Hit the play button. Back the text off. All the same stuff we looked at. I'm going to put this towards the camera at the top. Now, the thing to remember is when you have the Dubb Chrome extension and you're going to use the teleprompter, I wouldn't go full screen because you're going to hide the teleprompter tab. You physically won't be able to see it or click on it. So if we're going to use it, just leave a little bit of a gap up here. So when you hit record, you can just tap it, bring it forward, and you're able to use it. There are three orientations to record over here to the right. If you click camera, it opens up like a webcam. If you click tab, it's going to be just the tab that you're on, nice and clean. Won't show any of the tab mess at the top. And if you go screen, it's going to get your entire computer screen. So you can jump around to different tabs if you want to be able to do that. So to record here, here's how you do this. I'm going to pull up my whiteboard like I did before. So I have my additional hook. And I'm going to hit record over here to the right. So when I select this, I'm going to choose my tab. There it is. I'm going to click share. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. Here we go. Hey, this is Rob. Listen, I want to reach out, Ruben, because I did not know that you were an author, my friend. I just checked out your book. This is pretty cool. So again, I did my animated 3-second preview, right? I did my action that I wanted to do. And then I jumped to full screen. It's not a necessity that you do this, but when you do these screen recordings, jumping to full screen is a great way to make a point about something and then going back to the page. You can do that by hovering your mouse over the webcam, double click the screen to go back. You also can click the little button here, jumps you to full, go back. And you can do the same thing on the remote control panel at the bottom, says expand webcam, go here, go back. You also can scroll around. You can hit the pause button right down here, stop the recording. And then when you're ready, click resume. And then you also can use the annotation tool right over here to the left. It does a lot of different annotations. And the great things about these annotations is when you're done using them, they're not going to stay, they're not going to follow you. They're going to stay sticky. So if you move down, they'll stay up where they're supposed to stay. So if you're thinking about reaching out on LinkedIn, if you're thinking about sharing any website that you would like to be on top of, pointing things out, walking someone through something, showing the value, the Chrome extension is a great way to do it. So I'm going to hit the check mark here. And again, it's going to save it into the Dubb platform, and it's going to take us to the video edit page that we just were, because that's always where you'll land up when you save a video into Dubb. Now, the video that I recorded, how would I share that with Ruben? Well, I want to be a first connection on LinkedIn, so I'm going to connect with him first. Then I'm going to click message. It's going to open up the Chrome extension right down here at the bottom. See this little Dubb button here, the shortcut, right? Click that button there because we have an integration with LinkedIn. Find your video like we did, click it. And then all you have to do is just highlight the text and change it to something specific. Click send. And now Ruben's going to see that nice animated preview in his inbox, which makes a big difference. Now, the next screen recorder that we're going to look at is the Dubb desktop app. So I'll show you the difference right now between Chrome, which we just looked at, and desktop. So Google Dubb desktop app, and when you do, you're going to download it from Mac or PC. Mac will be up here at the top, the little D symbol. I believe it'll be at the bottom on a PC. So you can see the little actions right here. You can also click View Quick Menu, and it will pop up like this. Then click Record Screen. And once you do that, it's going to put everything on the screen here. So let me show you the difference. First, webcam. All the same stuff as the Chrome. So you're good on that. All the same functionality. The annotation tool does all the same stuff. But these annotations do not stay sticky. So when you use them, you're going to have to delete them and then start moving around and move on. The teleprompter moves around like the Chrome, but a little different here. So when you select it in here, you go in here, find your script, and once you find it, the first option you're going to have here is auto track. So it's voice recognition. So that's a big difference between that and the Chrome. Now, if you like scroll, you just want the scroll speed and not voice recognition, just click the auto track button, it closes it, and then you're able to do this with the speed, up or down, just like the other teleprompters. So it's voice recognition with auto track or auto scroll for the scroll speed. Now, in terms of the recording itself, here's another big difference. It's this right here. See this red slash right here? So if I was going to hit record right now, it would get my entire computer screen. Now, that's cool if you want to get your whole screen, but you also can click this, and now you have a drop down of options in terms of the borders of recording. This right here is on portrait. So if I want to do a social media video right from my laptop, I can put this on top of anything that I want to put it on top of. I also can go landscape if I want to do that. I even can do cropping. So if I do custom, now I can crop around anything I want to crop around, and I can get very specific in terms of what I want to show, which is pretty neat. The last part in terms of the difference is the recording itself. So when I hit record now, I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and now I am recording. Now, each of these has to be at least 2 seconds when you hit record, and I'm going to click the check mark. Now, the check mark does not save it into Dubb in this scenario. What happens is you've just recorded a clip. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. So which is different than the Chrome, which is one video you pause and resume. So you can have a bunch of clips in here, merge them into one video, and then you save it into Dubb. So if I want to drag and drop a video from my computer that has an MP4 file, I can absolutely do that. I also have 3 creative options down at the bottom left to continue recording. So what I just recorded was a screen recording. What if I want to do that again? I'm going to go to the bottom left, click record screen. It's going to take me right back to where I was, hit record again. And now I'm just recording another video, another clip in the same style that I just did the other one. Hit the check mark. There's my second clip. And you can physically move these around like this. So I don't have to record chronologically. And if I tap the three dot menu, I can download or delete each individual clip. The second creative option down here to the left is your webcam. So if I select that one, I can record right from my webcam where this could be a different clip of me really talking about a lot of detail about a certain topic, or I could say thanks for watching, or I could say welcome to this video. Hit the check mark. And now there's a different clip that looks different visually that I can put wherever I want. The last option down to the bottom left is called Dubb Narrator. Now, Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to record a video beforehand, a pre-recorded video. Take that, put it in a bubble, and put it on top of whatever you want. So if I was talking about a particular topic, let's say I want to share a website, I open my webcam, have a teleprompter if I want it, record my video, save it into Dubb, and then from here, I click Narrator Video. It takes me into the platform, into my video library. There's my video. Let's say this is the one I just recorded, selected, and then I just pull up the website or whatever I want to show on the screen. And when I hit record, the pre-recorded version of me is going to do the talking. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system we use. And you can pause and resume, and you're good to go. So it gives you a lot of cool options where if you don't want to do it all at once, you can record the video beforehand about everything that you want to say, and then pull up whatever you want to pull up, put yourself on top of it, and just use the pre-record. Now, when you're ready to merge all these clips together into one video, all you do is click the edit button to the bottom right. It will merge everything together. And then once it's merged, you even have an editing option right here inside the desktop app. It's just like the other editor you saw inside Dubb. You can do the same thing right here. You also can cut out the silences with this little smart cut button. It'll be a little pink areas you can cut out for a tighter cut if you want that. Then you can download the MP4 and then you upload it into the platform. The only time I've downloaded the MP4 beforehand is if it's a really long video and I'm like, I don't want anything to happen, so I'll download it before. But it's really just a choice on that one. And then the last recording option we're going to look at here is the mobile app. So the mobile app is the same as the desktop app in regards that it's a clip recorder. So same thing with the mobile app. Mobile app's cool because obviously the cameras are great on the mobile app. And you can do a lot of little neat stuff here. So I'm going to show you what this looks like. Let me share my screen and let's look at the mobile app. Okay. Whoops. Looks like my light just, hold on one second. Lights went out, literally. All right, here we go. There we go. All right, so let's share this here. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see. Is it letting me share it? Hold on. Let's see. Oh, I know where it is. Hold on. I gotta plug this in. Okay. All right, let me know. You guys should be able to see this now. Here we go. Oops. No, I don't want to do any of that right now. There we go. All right, you guys should be good. Okay, so now to record a video, it's going to be the blue camera icon at the bottom. So once we do that, it's going to open up our camera. And to record, this is what's going to happen. So when you first open up the mobile app, a couple things you're going to see. First off, it's going to be defaulted for 1 minute. I always slide mine to 10 minutes because you can't go beyond 10 on the mobile app and it's not going to cut me off. I'm going to tap the circle at the bottom and I'm recording. You can see the timer here and here. I can hit the pause button if I want to and resume. To end the recording, tap the circle. So now I have a clip. So just like the desktop app, clips. And this clip has been automatically downloaded to my phone in my photo video area if I need it. I'm going to hit record one more time. Each clip, again, has to be 2 seconds. And there is my second clip. And I can physically move these. I can take my finger, hold it, slide it. So again, I don't have to record, in order chronologically. Now, if I tap a clip individually, I can delete, trim, and if I select edit, this is where I can add text on the screen that you guys saw in the beginning. I also can do a voiceover. I can add music. I can speed up the action. I can add burned in subtitles or do that at the end. So you have all those options right here to the right within each clip. Now over here, there are some icons here. So if you click the tooltip at the top, it's going to tell you what they do, just like this. And then tap it again to close it. Now here is a countdown timer, which I think is kind of important because it gives you time. I always select 3 seconds on mine. So when I hit record, I get the 3, 2, 1 countdown and I'm ready to go. Now, if you're doing a walk and talk and you feel like it's just too shaky, you can select the video stabilization right here. So when you select that, low, medium, or high, and then it'll basically take it from this to more like a gimbal kind of movement like this. If you want to use a teleprompter, this one right here, this one I think is one of our best. So again, you can click create script at the top if you want to go and create a new script, Or you can just scroll through here and find the script that you want, or you can type in the name of the script. Now, when you have it here and you first open this up, this is going to be your option. Scroll right here between 1 and 10, the speed. You can hit the play button to see if that speed works for you. Make sure your eyes are staying at the top. You can also adjust it to landscape if you want to do that. But if your eyes are not staying where they're supposed to be and you're searching for the words, like you're moving down your eyes, I would increase the speed or move everything up with the guardrails here like this. So that way your eyes are staying at the top, they're not down here. If you want to make some changes to the script, you can click the pencil icon. You can make some real-time changes. And then if you have an iPhone, this is an option for you. If you select the gear icon, select auto track, hit record, and now it's going to be voice recognition like this. Cold calls are dead? Cute, real cute. But so is ignoring your CRM reminders. So I kind of pause there for effect, but it'll basically go at your pace. So if you slow up, speed up, it'll do that. So it's auto track or auto scroll. And to close the teleprompter, tap the X to the top right. Now, if you have a video on your phone that you've recorded and you would like to make it part of the story here, go to the folder icon here. It'll take you to your photo video area. Find the video you want. It'll ask you, do you want to add clips? Yes. And then it'll drop them right in here. If you want to record your screen, it's this button here. If you want to use filters, this one. So this does like skin smoothing, black and white, different kind of color gradations. You can kind of scroll through and see if you like the effects in there to do that. This one right here is picture in picture. This is the one I showed in the beginning. So when you select this one here, it's going to show what's in front of you, hit record, and now I can move myself around the screen that I'm showing. I can make myself bigger, smaller. I can zoom into my background if I want to. So you have all those options right there for that. And then the last one down here is virtual background. So when you select that one, all the screen grabs you got on your phone, the stuff like I showed in the beginning, screen grab the stuff, put it behind you, and you got it. Now, when you're ready to merge all these clips into one video, select the button to the top right. That's going to merge everything together. And once they're merged, then you're going to have a finished copy on your phone of the finished video, and then you can upload it into the Dubb platform by clicking the blue upload button that you see right here. Now, from the mobile app, you also can do some sending. So from the home area here, see the videos right here. Just select the video you want. Click the horizontal blue share button. Click copy for email, copies it, and just paste it. Click copy for SMS, copies it, just paste it. And then you also can use the icons above the video. The block icon is copy for email. The paper airplane icon is copy for SMS. Now, in terms of CRMs, like maybe you have a CRM that you love, like you have a HubSpot, a Salesforce, or Go High Level, something you really enjoy, and you just want to be able to, record videos and share them in those different, workflows that you have set up. You totally can do that. So inside here, when you have a video, just click share and send, go to advanced options, and if you click optimize for, it gives a full list of the different third-party senders and CRMs that we have integrations with, and then you can just add video to those. If you do want to use Dubb as a CRM, you absolutely can. You can come over here to the left and upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do tasks, deals, and tags. You can do campaigns, bulk email and SMS, and we also have automation available, drip sequences with our Pro Plus plan. So we have Pro Plus, and Pro Plus offers the automations. Now, here within the dashboard, how I talked about auto before in the beginning, when I mentioned about your hooks, auto also does AI writing. So if you come over here to this little profile icon that sits right here. So when you open this up, see how I have basic and sales? Like let's just pretend I'm in recruitment and I send stuff out to employers and candidates. It's the whole idea, like I mentioned earlier, about the preset landing pages, how you want to have different things for different parts of your audience. Same thing here. I would want to set up a employer profile and a candidate profile. So those segments we talked about. So click create profile, and when it does, you're just going to start answering questions about this segment of your audience. And then you choose a preferred tone of communication. You even can choose the have method writing structure if you want to, which will be baked in where when you do this, it's going to open with a hook, address their needs, provide the value, extend a compelling call to action. So all of that will be baked in when you're doing it. You don't have to select it, but you can. Now, so if when I come into auto, I want to go over here first and say, okay, what part of my audience am I going to be communicating this with? So pick the audience you want. Then you can come in here and say, give me an email, give me a script, whatever you want. And the AI will remember the stuff you said about that segment of your audience, which is pretty neat. Now, the other thing that we've added in here with Dubb recently is if you go to the red camera icon up here at the top, there's a little option we added over here called prompt to video right here. So when you select this here, this gives you the ability to create some AI videos that can be supportive of your authentic human ones. So you'll notice here there's a video type that you would select. And when you click the drop down here, you have intro hook. I'll just play this really quick for this one.
Are you ready to solve your biggest problem right now?
So there are different videos that you can create in here. And when you click on these different types, it's going to give you an example of each one.
Greetings. Welcome to our business. Our success is your success.
So you have these different types in here, like social media, commercial, like here's a commercial.
Every day begins somewhere with a choice to keep moving, to build momentum, one step at a time.
So you can do all these different little things, but the point is it gives you just kind of an example of each one. Now, when you click on these different ones, I'll pop down here at the bottom to show you. You can choose video size or duration. So some of these match the kind. So here's this says 4 seconds. That's because I have this one selected. Whoops. Let's see. There we go. It's because I have this selected. Intro hook, 4 seconds. But if I go to commercial down here, see how it jumped to 12 seconds? So it's going to kind of give you the corresponding length that it should be. Now, then you're going to select your AI profile. So remember how we just talked about profile, right? So if you're making this AI video for a certain part of your audience, just select the certain profile that you've already created, and the AI will remember. And then you just drop a prompt in here. This one right here, the tooltip, if you kind of know creatively what you want, then just be as detailed as you can. I'm going to say I want a cat running up to, I always do a shark or a cat, running up to the camera and saying, welcome to the training. And I could have been way more detailed. I could have mentioned sunlight, the kind of place it was in, whatever, but I'll just do a basic one right here. Oh, I said car instead of cat. That would have been funny. And then below here, you'll notice it says you can't generate specific stuff of your own, your face, celebrities, historical figures, any of that. And then you're going to click generate concepts. When it generates the concepts, it's going to give you three choices. Now, you can select all three that it gives you, and it will generate all three of those, or you can pick one, whatever you want to. Typically, the first one at the top will be the fleshed out kind of one there that you've done here with your prompt. The other two will be a little more creative in terms of maybe a little different, but you'll be able to choose all three if you want to see what happens with those, or you can go with one. Then once it generates them, you'll get an email, and then you'll be able to see it in your video library. So let's just say I'm going to pick one here, but you just review them, go through and check them out. If you want to go back and edit the prompt, you can, or you can click generate video. So I'm going to select the first one up here at the top. I'm going to click generate video. And then it's going to give you this little thing here. Do you want to generate another one, or do you want to go back to the dashboard? I'm going to select back to the dashboard. And when the video is ready, you'll get an email that says your video is ready, but the video will also pop up in your video library right down here. So I'm just going to select the shark one that I did the other day. So it's in here, and then it even gives it a little name automatically, which is pretty funny. Close in shock. And then I'll just play this really quick.
Welcome to the live training.
And then this would be an intro, and then another playlist video would play after that with me and my authentic live video. So the intro videos are pretty cool, and then they go right to you, being your authentic self. So there's a lot of different creative things you can do with that. And since we just launched it, if you want to play with it, send it over to feedback@Dubb. That's our email if you ever want feedback on any of your videos, feedback@Dubb for anything that you create. But, the team's pretty excited about it. And then from a referral standpoint, so with Dubb, we have a thing called Dubb Partners. So down over here to the bottom left, if you click apply now, it creates a little referral link for you that you can share with your folks. We do a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes to Dubb through that referral link. And we're very supportive of our partners. So, when it comes down to if you want to invite people directly in here into this training, if you have like a Tech Tuesdays or something that you have going on, let us know. We can always pop in there and then pitch for you. And then, you get the commissions, which is pretty sweet. We have a lot of people that do really, really well with it. So, okay, so let me pop over here. Let me see in the Q&A. I don't see anything in there. Let's see. Tim, is there a Dubb for Dummies booklet so I can learn and evolve in my communication? Tim, I would say, can you hear me, Tim?
Yes, sir, I can.
I would say either go to this. It's kind of basic, but like I would say this. Let me share my screen. Either do this. Here we go. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Scroll down to the right, right? See where it says
Mhm.
training here? And
Yeah.
it's second one, videos. Just click on that. And this is our video library called Dubb Academy. And it just walks you through everything. It has titles and everything. I would say this is a good resource along with our Dubb support on YouTube. But at the same time, I think it's about learning it in pieces. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so for you, if you wanted to learn how to, hey, I love it when I hold up the whiteboard and do that thing. Just learn how to do that and then
Yeah.
kind of send that. And then you can kind of go to other stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Would I be able to reach someone or anybody if I say, this is what I want to do?
Hmm?
How do I do it? What are the steps? And because I'm very kinetic in the way I learn,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So I would say, love this example. How do
Hmm.
I recreate it specifically? And you'll
Hmm.
say, turn on this, go to this,
Yep.
pick out the web page you want to be in front of,
Yep.
and push this button. And then I can do it, and then I'll
Yep.
know it, you know?
I think, Dubb Academy is pretty explanatory and it's labeled webcam, Chrome, and it walks through. And like I said, even if you watch this training back and you
Yeah.
say, I want to go on top of a website, just go to that part and it'll show you again. I would pull up the training, have it there, open up a separate window, and then do it while you're doing
Okay.
it. You know what I mean? I think that's the best way to learn. If you,
Is there a way that I can search within the training, like a little
yeah, yeah, yeah,
magnifying glass? I say,
yeah.
hover over website, and it'll take me to where I need to be.
Oh, you mean like if you're using
So
Chrome,
like if yeah, if you're
like a little
talking like an
tutorial?
hour, and I say I only need to learn this, and it'll take me to that section of the training.
I don't think we have that level. Like what you could
Okay.
do is you could go like this inside the dashboard. There's a little here, let me refresh it. There's this little green bubble down here. See this one right here? So if you go in here and you put in let's just say Chrome extension,
Right.
right? Then it'll give you the article and typically the video. See, like some says how to install, how to use, right? So if you
Oh,
click
there
this
you
here, then it'll
go.
take you
Good.
here step by step with screenshots, and then you get the video as well. So I would do a combination of that, coming to the live trainings, and I always people book with me if you want to do a strategy session. People book with me with that kind of stuff. We can do a strategy session if you want to do that. So.
Does this have an autoresponder feature where I
Um,
can do like 10 15-second videos and I want to send them out every other day, you
Yeah,
know?
you can do that with you well if you do like a bulk send, that's possible with our pro stuff. You just schedule it. But if you want like automations and drip sequences and actions
Yes.
that are initiated after that, that's Pro Plus. That would be the automated drip sequences. Yes.
Okay. All
Yep.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome to. Thanks for coming in. Anybody else have any questions before we go? We're close to the top of the hour. Anyone? Anything on anyone's mind before we head out on Friday? Anybody? All right, cool. Well, listen, thanks for coming in, everyone. We always love having everyone in here. Feedback at Dubb if you want to send us some examples. We like reviewing them and giving feedback. So, thanks for coming in, everybody. Happy Friday, and we'll see you on Monday. Have a great
Thank you.
weekend. Bye, everybody.